Hello, Varsity Sports Show. Welcome back. My name is Noelle Blumel, and we are here at Apache Junction High School, where the Apache Junction Prospectors have just defeated the Snowflake Lobos 31-10. Alongside me is again head coach Bruce Binkley. Coach, if I had $1 tonight for every time I said Lamangelo's name, I'd be well off. Can you please tell me what you thought of his performance?
There's so many superlatives, that's a big word for me, that I've used over the last 3 years with Gavin. All I can do is that.
Was that usually how you play, or what specifically about this game brought that out?
I mean, they told me coming into the game that I was playing both sides the whole time, and I wasn't coming out, so I knew the game plan coming in, but they really put me in the best position to make the plays. If they would have put anybody else in that position, I'm sure they would have made just the same plays. If the defense doesn't execute, the offensive line doesn't execute, the receivers don't run off every time, my plays, they really don't mean anything. So I knew the game plan coming in.
Absolutely, and with that teamwork aspect, we saw you and Isaiah Savoy, kind of the dynamic duo, able to push the offensive line here. But what did you see from all of your teammates tonight? Expand a little more that you think led to success.
I mean, I think it started with practice on Monday. I mean, Coach kind of jumped us a little bit, but it wasn't that fear of coming into a huge game, because that's a crazy team that's won the state championship 2 times in a row, yeah. And so we knew the challenge coming in, but I looked at our teammates and I seen everybody, and it wasn't that intimidation. We came out there knowing the fight, and we were just gonna have to do everything we could, and there was no back down. There was no fear. We all came in every play. We knew every play, if we pushed as hard as we could, we'd end up winning the game.
Absolutely, and Coach had mentioned that his expectations prior to season starting was to win playoff games. We are now well over halfway through season. What from tonight's game are you going to be taking into this next week's game and then into playoffs for the rest of the season?
Well, first, I'm going to go celebrate. We're going to go eat out with the offensive line. That's what we're going to do. And then we're gonna take the game plan after a couple days. We're going to celebrate this win, because I've never been a part of a win like that. Like, the whole game, everyone had their heads up, didn't matter what was going on. I threw an interception, and I went to the sidelines, and there was none of that letdown or nothing. They all brought me up, and I knew when I went back out there I was going to score to make it up. So being a part of a team like this, I don't care what happens the rest of the year. I just know that those are my brothers for life.
I'm here with Derek English. Derek, big win tonight. Can you walk me through that touchdown that you had in the first half?
I just have that little connection with my QB, and we always run that scramble drill in practice, so it just all worked out, and we got a little TD in there.
And then, can you talk a little bit about that connection you have with Devin?
This is my quarterback, so I treat him like my brother, and you know how brothers treat each other, so yeah.
I'm here with head coach Jason Mons of Saguaro. Coach, big team win there. What did you like from your team on both sides of the ball tonight?
Well, I mean, I think this is what I told you before the game, right? I mean, a lot of time you feel like it's coach speak, but the truth was we needed to run the ball physically. We needed to be good up front against the run. We needed to limit big plays. And outside of the end, when we had some subs in, we didn't give up any explosive plays. And that was it. That was the key to this game, being able to kind of come here to their home field and beat them at their game, which is kind of a physical brand of football. And so I thought Devin played a great game. We ran the ball really well. Offensive line was awesome tonight. And we didn't try to force things. We didn't try to press. We just took what they gave us, and we took it all night long. And I was really proud of our guys. Defense got stops. I mean, really held them for the better part of the whole game to 3 points, I thought all 3 phases. I thought we played well, so that was a big time win for us. We needed that one.
The Horizon Huskies defeat the Casa Grande Cougars. I'm alongside Carson Kolb and Bodie Zamorano. I couldn't pick a player of the day today. These players are both great on different sides of the ball. Him running the football, him putting pressure on the quarterback. And Carson Kolb, my first question to you is, you just put a ton of pressure on Gant today. How important was it to put pressure on the quarterback?
It was really important. He was really shifty. He's really fast. Along with his running back, they were both really fast. But I got to say thanks to our D-line. They put a crap ton of pressure on the offensive lineman and just really opened up some holes for me, and it was really nice.
Speaking of shifty, Zamorano, if I had to just describe your game in one word, it would be slippery. I thought the defenders were just slipping on the ground anytime you were turning around them. So can you just talk about your game a little bit? Like, how are you able to get defenders to move like that?
I don't know. I just kind of try and set them up one way or another like my coach taught me, and then cut right back in or out. Like, wherever they go, I just shift their momentum and cut back in.
Head coach Andy Linden. Coach, in the fourth quarter, once again, we talked about it last week. The fourth quarter was a theme. Week before, how was it to maintain that lead that you kept most of the game?
I thought that the kids did a great job. Continue to battle. Casa Grande, they're a tough team. We're playing on the road, quite a ways away from home. So I'm really proud of the way the kids compete. We're in really good shape, and that's why we were able to stay with teams and pull away in the fourth quarter.
This week in Northern Arizona, we had some amazing performances done by the Flagstaff Eagles varsity girls volleyball team. They played 3 back-to-back games this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Colorado's blowout against Pueblo, Coach Peace thought their defense was the key.
We just needed to get some defensive stops. You know, we didn't even punt once tonight, so our offense was moving. We just need, early in the game, they did a great job of holding onto the ball and kept themselves in the game. Second half, we started getting those stops, and we started lighting up the scoreboard, and things got going in our favor. We just know we needed to get some stops, get the ball in our hands. So we did that defensively, no points in the second half, so happy that we answered that call.
I gave all I had on that route, and just tracked it over my shoulder, laid out one hand. The ball stuck in my hand, and I just ran it over there. A little bit of excessive celebration.
And it is caught one-handed.
It happens, and me and my play-by-play analyst were saying that would be our opening shot in our highlight reel. So, but how much cooler was it in that moment catching that from your brother at quarterback?
Oh, it was definitely good, especially since Brady was the quarterback all the first half. He did a good job. We went up 20-0. I think we had 2 rushing touchdowns called back, but as soon as they stepped in my brother, everyone knows that he's going to come in.
Team showed absolutely no mercy tonight, keeping it scoreless, keeping the Coyotes scoreless of 35-0. What do you instill in them to kind of remain steady throughout the whole game and avoid complacency?
Yeah, that's a good question, but it's just kind of right up our alley, kind of what we do all the time. We always talk about not paying attention to the scoreboard, focusing on that play and then the next play, and kind of that whole mantra that I've been saying all year about just process-driven. Play to our standard. Let's improve every single play. Let's play hard. Let's execute. Let's get lined up, and let's play fast. And that's really what we talk about, And then the end result, a lot of the times when you look up there, the scoreboard will read what you want it to read if you play like that, in my opinion.
As a part of that, these guys, they compete, they coach well, the fan base is fantastic. I don't know why you would turn down an opportunity to get to be a part of something that is so great and historic as the NAI.
Hey Varsity Sports Show, this is Aaron Herpy. I'm joined by Jonathan Kuba and Zuri Glenn. Jonathan, you had an amazing night. I counted 4 touchdowns. How important was it for you and your team to start off that strong and for you to carry them like that?
This game was very personal for me because last year I didn't get to play against DV, so this game I gave it my all, and I think I helped the team, give us a dub.
And Zuri, you two seem to be like the dynamic duo. You're the go-to receiver. He's the running back. How important is it for you as the receiver to be able to make those catches and make those big plays at your team?
Just thank the line for blocking, the car for believing and trusting me, and then, if the ball is in my vicinity, I try to do my best.
And what are you going to work on for next week?
Defense. We've got to stop some people. If we're going to make a run at this thing, we need to stop some people. So it's good to get away with a win, but we have a lot of work to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Falling 3 turnovers.
Well, I thought we had the momentum back going into halftime, and we had to come out and execute and get a couple stops, but I thought we'd be fine. But sometimes in football this happens, and you come out on the short side of the stick. So it is what it is. We got a chance. We got to come back and fight next week.
And looking ahead, what are your expectations? What is the next steps for your team following this loss?
Well, tomorrow we got to put it behind us and come back. And you got Ironwood waiting for us, and you got to go fight and take care of Ironwood. So.
And tonight, Santino Varvel, 3 touchdown receptions, seemed to be your big play guy along with Aiden Lang. What do you think your wide receivers' performances from those top 2?
Yeah, I thought they played really well, and we had a lot of opportunities. You wish you can have those turnovers back, but I'm really proud of the way our kids fought. We got to do a better job as coaches, but they came out and fought until the very end, and we had a chance, and we just came out on the end of it.
All right, guys, here we are post-game. The Gila River Hawks come away with a big win over the Sonoran Sidewinders, joined by Hawks head football coach Mike Denny. Coach Denny, game started off a little slow, I'm not going to lie. You guys were up 7-0. Longest time, Sidewinders were really hanging tough. What changed?
Well, it took a minute to kind of get things rolling. There wasn't a whole lot of flow or pace. It was hard to kind of get into a really good groove.
Joined by running back and HJCAC player of the game tonight, Omarius Burnham out of Morrow, Georgia. How in the heck do you find yourself in Arizona from Georgia?
Actually, Coach Denny recruited me last year. I actually came from a school in Kansas, and so as soon as I transferred out of there, they were the first school that called me, so I made the best decision I could, and I came out here to Arizona.